Yeah. This did not go as planned. If you've seen my language goals video for this year, then you know that I wanted, or at least I set some more realistic goals for myself, that I wanted to be able to have a small conversation in Korean, but somehow I lost track of learning this language and my motivation altogether. And now we're gonna find it again. Hi, my name is Vera and welcome to my channel Becoming a Polyglot. I'm an English teacher, but on this channel I learn several languages on my own. Like I said, if you've seen my language goals videos, then you know what I intended to do this year. But I think it's common, maybe I can assume that you're a language learner as well. You also lost your motivation or find out that you actually don't have the time to learn a language. Yeah, no, it happened to me with Korean this year. Yeah. And even though it's completely normal, I was actually a bit sad. Also because I was so excited about learning Korean in the first place. It's probably no surprise that I'm going to learn Annyeong Korean. I am going to learn Korean. So before we dive into this video, I always think to myself, what is it that made me want to learn this language in the first place? And once I started watching a K-drama again, I was like, oh yeah, this is why. I just really like the Korean culture and language. Or at least, maybe I don't like the language that much. Maybe I just really want to be able to understand it and I don't like it because it's difficult. That could be the case. Anyhow, I'm just trying to find that same enthusiasm again as I had 2 years ago. So in this video, you'll see me take a 10-day beginner Korean bootcamp course by edukimchi to help me with the basics again. And towards the end, I will go over some of my favorite apps that I've been using and along with some books, so definitely stick to the end of this video. So without further ado, let's just get started. So as you may or may not know, I've used this Oxford notebook for quite some years now. I love it because the pages have different colors, so I would use a different color for a different language, and the purple ones would be for the Korean pages. And these are my notes from the last 2 years, and I'll be honest, so much is lost. Like, oh, this is some doodling of my tattoo. This is the final result. Anyhow, when I look at this right now, it almost looks like a separate workbook to me because I forgot so much information that I could just honestly learn from my notes instead of grabbing a workbook. Of course, I don't want to start all over again, but I feel like I do need a separate workbook just for Korean, and I have just a notebook in mind. So I really briefly want to let you know that this video is kindly being sponsored by Oxford Notebooks, and I've been using their notebooks for years now. In the description down below, I've put some website links for you to check the notebooks out as well, so definitely do so. So for all my Dutch followers out there watching this video, first of all, thank you. And second of all, edukimchi is a Dutch corporation who teaches you several languages. They have Korean, but also Japanese and even Chinese. So if you're deciding to learn either of these languages, they often have free introductory courses for you to take as well. Like I am right now doing the Korean 10-day course, so definitely check them out and I will put a link in the description down below. So today I will start with lesson 1, some introductory videos, and then here's the actual lesson of about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So it's no joke! This is a full-size class, you guys! Then I have to take a short test to see what I have learned, and then from tomorrow, I think, or from Wednesday, so that's in 2 days, I will start with the full 10-day boot camp, Korean boot camp. So let's get started. I mean, I have been studying Korean for some time now, so is it wrong of me to assume that I should know something? Or at least, of course I know something, but is it wrong for me to assume that I would understand the first class of a beginner course Korean? That's fine, right? Well, let's just get into it. 저는 가수예요. 저는 가수예요.
Ik ben student.
I'm a
Het
student.
woord voor student in het Koreaans is 학생.
저는 학생이에요. 남자는 가수이에요. 남자는 가수예요. 이것은
Het juiste antwoord is 이것은 책이에요.
이것은
책이에요.
책이에요. I need to write that one down. As you can see, I am sticking to my principles of writing the Korean words with a purple pen. Could just be any pen. I chose purple because the cover is purple and I love purple. Borahe, if you know, you know. I love working with color coding. I always do that. That's also why I like the Oxford notebooks, because of that colored pages. So I try and stick to that color. I honestly feel like that will help you memorize grammar over vocab. If you distinguish those two. So, not that I'm doing that right now, I'm just choosing to write everything in purple, but just as a suggestion for you. And then it was time for my very first online live class. And what I always try to do during these classes, even when, or actually always when I'm on mute, I try to talk along with the teacher, actually pronouncing the words that I see on the screen, so you'll see me try and pronounce the sentences, the words, because I really feel that helps me memorizing, but also my pronunciation definitely needs some work still in Korean. 언니가 있어요.
Ja, dat klopt. En dan moet je alleen nog maar...
저는 언니가 있어요. Like, don't get me wrong, I am doing all of this in between all my own university classes. I mean, I went to university yesterday, I have to go today as well. It's right now, it's 10 to 10 and I have to leave in about 2 hours to go back to uni in Utrecht. So, yeah, I'll just make sure to schedule my Korean study moments like prior to class. I know my class starts at 1:15 today, so I have the entire morning to either work on my homework for uni, but the new block has started, so I know that I don't have to do that much right now. So I have some time to study Korean, and also the edukimchi offers like several online classes. You can do them in the weekend, in the afternoon, but also in the evenings. So I chose to do the evening ones because I never have class in the evening. So that is great. And this is of course a 10-day course. So it's not like I'm having classes every week for a year or something. Then I would organize it really thoroughly. But yeah, no, still going strong with Old Irish. Like I said, a new blog has started and now we're continuing with Old Irish too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then check out this video where you see me struggling, learning a very old language.
Er zit geen wapen meer in de zin, dus gebruik je 이것은 en niet 이것이. Laten we dan nu verder gaan met de oefeningen. 안녕.
Woody.
Kimchi TV.
Hi vriendje.
Verschillende papieren als er een vraagwoord in de zin staat.
I mean, this is still the best thing I ever bought in my entire life. And I should use it more often. And since I get so many questions about it online, I thought let's just share it with you guys again. So also one of my goals for this year was to go through this Learn Korean with BTS workbook, and I will say I am almost done. Yay! So I am almost through the workbook, and that is great. Workbook 1, mind you, there are 4 in total. Why do I like it so much? Well...
앉으세요. 여기를 보세요. English. Please take a picture. Please sit on the chair. Please look here. 찍다. 의자. 앉다.
Well, you get the idea. I will also say, if you're still debating whether to buy this book or not, the Learn Korean with BTS, because you may think that it would be too easy for you, I would say that these books are quite challenging. The amount of BTS stuff in here is also very limited if you don't like BTS, so don't worry about that. You do have like a little short story with each and every chapter, but that's about it. So here you have another little short story with a video you can watch as well, but you can skip that, of course. They do really assume that you know Hangul. I do find grammar difficult to grasp as a beginner, as a total beginner. Somehow I feel like this book assumes that you already know something. And that's maybe why I find it difficult to go through it as well, as I didn't know anything apart from Hangul. It is definitely more challenging than I thought, and it's definitely also less BTS related than I thought. Of course, I would click on every BTS logo that's on here. So you can learn with them, saying some sentences. I mean, that's cool, but I understand if you don't like that. Don't worry about it. But like I said, there are more books. There are actually 4 in total, as you can see. This is the 4th one. And then probably also the hardest ones. I think it's a nice feature that you can click on their names. Yay, Jungkook. Okay, anyhow. You see that these sentences will also become longer, more complex. I would say this would go just to topic 2, level 1, but barely touches it, I would say. Topic 1, level 2, definitely achieved if you go through all of these workbooks, but that is not something that these workbooks will tell you what kind of level you have. That's the thing that I don't like about it either, as I love learning with levels. However, that's just my guess as an language teacher. Mind you, I would like to say that I bought these books second-handed. I know they are expensive. I bought them second-handed, so I would highly suggest that you do the same thing. I bought them all vintage. So yeah, just a little disclaimer. If you want to see a full unboxing, I made an unboxing video of all of these workbooks. In terms of an app I really like using for my speaking skills, which I find really rare actually, because an app helping you with your speaking skills. Is that even possible? Yes, Toida. Maybe you've heard about it. Toida is an app solely focusing on your Korean speaking skills. As you can see, I've worked through Unit 1 and I'm now at Unit 2, and this is a very difficult app. Maybe not so much for beginners, even though they do explain everything rather well. As you can see, it really starts off with hello and thank you. But something that I didn't do and that they tell you to do, I am stubborn like that, is to write down the things that you're learning. Of course, that sounds so logical. Anyhow, and then at the end of each unit, you have like a certain test where you put into practice everything that you have learned in that unit. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
이름이 뭐예요?
저는 예지예요. 이름이 뭐예요?
저는 페라예요.
이름 예쁘네요.
감사합니다. So this is straightforward. You learn everything in a unit, put it into practice. However, they also have stories for you to try out. And what do I mean by stories? Well, it looks like you're in a K-drama.
뭐야, 이 사람 저 사람 다 챙겨주는 스타일이었구만. 오셨어요?
자, 오늘 회의는 간단한 거니까 금방 끝내줘.
They also have short stories for each and every unit. As you can see, there's quite a lot to do here. And it's just so fun. It's so fun to do this. I mean, yeah, I really, really, really like this app. Toyota sponsor me. Let's go. Another app that I really like is Ling. Maybe you've heard of it. I will say I honestly never heard of it before until I saw an ad on my Instagram page. And I do really like their way of learning. As you can see, I only did the free trial period. But since it's Black Friday this weekend, I might just get an actual annual plan. They have so many languages for you to learn. A lot. And also languages that aren't that common to learn, which I really enjoy. Latvian, Lao, Lithuanian. I mean, wow, all these languages are here for you to learn. What makes this app special is that you learn mostly vocab through context, and you know that that's what I enjoy most. So, along with vocab, you also learn some sentences.
여자, 저는 여자입니다. 남자, 여자, 소년입니다. 저는 여자입니다.
As you can see, it gets harder and harder, and it first of all focuses on the vocab, but then it lets you immediately put it into practice into sentences, and that's what I enjoy.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
어떻게 지내요?
저는 잘 지내요. 당신은요?
This is all just one lesson, not even a unit, but just one lesson, and it goes through so many skills. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more study with me videos. This is not actually a study with me video, kinda, sort of. Let me know what you would like to see, and then I'll definitely take it into regard. I really should be learning Old Irish now. I'm gonna stop this video, go back to Old Irish, and yeah, I really hope to see you soon. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Alright, bye bye!